Welcome, welcome to Seasparkles Corner. It's September the 3rd, the day after Memorial Labor Day, and I'm moving my room around for more convenience so that way I can get to that window because it's blocked. I couldn't open it to air out the room, and you don't want to keep a room closed 24/7. I've got a fan on, I have the window air conditioning, I've got the rod new drapes. What I've done is, by the last thing, my bed was over there in front of the window and this way, and I couldn't get at it. Because yesterday, I just put glue on and put the tiles on the last window. I finally got to it, but I went to use the grout. It was bad, so I'm going to get new grout and re-grout the window. I didn't show it because you saw me do, and I already sent up this other one over here in front of the window air conditioning. Okay, so what I've done was I left that dresser there, and I'm gonna move this dresser just to here, this way. Okay. Alright. That gives this dresser here more room for the drawers to open up. I've got this dresser here, left it there. This dresser there, left it there. I moved that end table from this side of my bed, and it's plugged in that wall so you can see the lamp. And I moved the trash can here. Moved this rug vertically from this way to this way. Now I thought I had bought two, but I had only bought one, and this one hasn't been available since. So I put the one from my closet into here because I'm going to redo the closet anyway. And if this one here ever becomes available again, I'm going to just buy the other one. I moved the bed from this way here over to this way here. And I've got the two end tables at both ends with both lamps workable. Okay. Alright. And I can easily more get at the drawer. I can get at the window. So this right here was over under that window, and that is moved now over here. And Ren's bed, which was up there, right there, where that end table was, is now under there, where he's a Chihuahua. He won't hit his head, so he's safe there. And he can still have a bed in this room, because I like to have a bed in every single room that I go to because he comes to it. Okay. Now, my vanity was over here. Because that was here, and the vanity was next to it, was here. And that is over here, and it is now between the two windows with that there. Okay, that chair was right here. Next to Ren's bed was there, the chair was there, and now that is in this corner there with the footstool there. So it can still be sat on and enjoyed by whoever's in here wanting to talk to me, or I can sit on it when I don't want to sit on the bed. Now, I've got to figure out a resolution for my audio equipment and wires for when I record. So I'm thinking something like that. I'm thinking when I don't use them, this stores equipment. This is also a storage bin. I could put them in there when I'm not using them, and then just take them out when I am using them and put them back there when I'm not using them. This wire from the TV goes to the audio equipment. That is right there, has to be left out. Okay, so essentially I've reorganized the room, and this TV here is capable of angling however you like it, because it moves. It moves. So I've moved it where I can see it from my bed, and I can see when I'm working on recording stuff for the show. I can see it. I've just unmuted it. Well, I've muted it at the time. So I just might look for new rugs for this room and just use these two rugs for another area. That's what I think I'm going to do, because I like the size of this rug here, and this rug does fit here perfectly good, just doesn't match. So I might just do some looking into that until I can resolve that issue. Okay, so there it is, and I'm going to be maneuvering this fan. This fan is really good because I can raise it up. When the AC is on, I can put the fan in front of it, rotate it, and essentially get this whole room cooler. I can do that. Also, I'm going to paint that. In future, I've got to paint. But I'm not going to do that until after I'm done this room. My next thing I'm going to do is do the trim in this room. I'm going to do the trim, the next thing in there. But this morning I've got to mow the back. I did the back front yard yesterday. I'm doing the backyard this morning as soon as it's almost daylight, when it's cool, into the backyard. Okay, so there it is. This is still left the same, but I got to be careful when I go into my sock drawer that I don't hit my head, because, well, as you can see, I'm taller than the TV. But what I do when I go in to get my socks out of my sock drawer, I'm just very careful not to hit my head. This whole dresser is just socks. It is. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it like this. I'm going to turn it like this. There. That's better. That is much better. Okay, that's 1,000 times better. Yeah, I'm turning it just like that. That is 1,000 times better. That way, I can get at my sock drawers. I can get at my sock drawers without an issue. I've got it turned to the TV so I won't bump my head. So that, see, that is a wiser thing. Okay. Yes, I think this is going to work much better. When you have a lot of furniture like I do, even though this is a huge, huge, huge bedroom, it's still difficult to find out where you want to have everything. You can't expect to resolve everything the first time. I mean, it worked, but it just wasn't a good thing. I had a lot of technical issues with that, you know. And now I think I figured it out. When I'm not using them, I'm going to put them in my footstool there, and only take them out when I'm using them. And so I'll disconnect them, roll up all the cords and everything properly, and put them in there. So that's going to resolve everything. So, and this way, I can open my windows. Okay. I've got it resolved. I hope you guys can give me your opinion on where I place stuff and if you think this is actually going to work. I can now get at both windows easily. I can get at that door if I need to, but I don't want to. I never want to open that door. I just want it to stay closed. I can get to that door if I move furniture, but I don't wish to get to that door. I actually wanted to wall that up. I actually wanted to put a wall across there and get rid of that door completely and make that into a wall. But David suggested that I leave it as a door in future, because somebody in future, when I'm gone, my kids may turn this back into an office like it was before. But before we lived here, I turned it into a bedroom because I like big bedrooms, because, well, the average person nowadays has a lot of furniture in a bedroom. The small bedrooms like they used to have with these small closets just didn't work. And this hallway here, it just used to be a hallway and they stored stuff in it. I think that's all it was used to. I think this was an add-on later on in the house. I ought to go over and share with you how this house grew over time. I will do that later on today. That would be an interesting thing. Okay. Thanks for watching, and as always, the fun never ends in Seasparkles Corner. I hope you like the new arrangement. Feel free to share. Feel free to subscribe. And let me know what you think of this design, if you think I'm going to be finally happy with it and if this is going to work. It looks like everything's going to be usable. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.